Just so much of the information that you shared, particularly reminding me that we're in control of this. Not everyone else, no one else is in control of this. We're in control. We can make some decisions around what happens with AI. So thank you so very much for just sharing that with us. And telling us again how common AI already is. I tell Siri everything's here. Well, the Lord woke me up this morning. Siri turned the clock off, the alarm on for me. As we heard in her brief bio, her brief points in her bio, and read more extensively, I'm sure, from her bio in your program, you've achieved so much at such a young age. Guys, I want to let you know that I applaud you for what you've done. And I want you to know that I'm sure that growing up and tackling this stuff head on was not an easy journey. I applaud you for being able to know what you wanted to do, though, and jumping on that task early. This leads me to my first question. Tell us how your early childhood experiences shaped your interest in technology.
I love that question because it allows me to pay homage to the Black women who have supported me. And so there's no way I would have been in technology if it weren't for my mother. My mother, born in Charleston, Mississippi, and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. She was an activist. She did some of the first protests and rent strikes in the Crude Oil projects, which is the first big, project that was created in the United States. And she was my teacher, right? And so she taught me what it means to teach. And she would say something to us whenever we got tired when we were in class, in our own school class. She would get us up and she would, make us clap and, different things like this. And she'd sing this song. She'd have us sing this song. We use our minds to instruct, inner vision is a must. And she would make us, we use our minds to instruct, inner vision is a must. And to this day, it's empowering to me. And so, I've faced many different obstacles, but my mom and her vision of how technology was going to change the world, she said, you need to learn this. I can't teach it to you because I don't know it, but I know you can learn it. And she gave me a programming book when I was 11 years old, and she said, you better read this or I'm going to ask.
Another motivation comes in many forms. I love it. Thank you for that. Chapters throughout our organization have amazing mentoring programs, but we are all looking for better ways to engage and prepare our mentees for we all know is inevitable. What's coming, what they will inevitably encounter in the real world. What strategies would you recommend for integrating AI into our mentoring programs?
Create a NCBW AI mentoring assistant.
That sounds deep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and you can go to OpenAI and the organization, the national organization, NCBW, can go in and get a discount. I'm not advertising for them, by the way, so if another technology comes up and allows you to do it, I'll certainly advocate for that. But today I know that you can do it on that platform, and it will actually give you a discount. And you can create your own chatbot specifically for mentoring, and every chapter can leverage that same framework in that chatbot. And you can create a prompt that would allow the mentees to go in and say, hey, these are the things that I need to be talking to my mentor about. Help me to have this conversation. You can create the same chatbot can be used by mentors to help them to stay engaged regularly. What should my touch points be? That's what I was definitely recommending.
Awesome. That was great. I heard a few people that I hear you. I mean, I didn't see you out there, but we can definitely hear. I heard someone over here like chatbot. What is a chatbot?
Somebody somebody on their phone right now.
Exactly. There's somebody else over here Googling a chatbot. I got it. Just last weekend, and this is me, I'm weird, I do stuff like this. Just last weekend, I watched a movie called Atlas with my family. And quite frankly, it both scared me and intrigued me. J-Lo was good at that. Many of us have been introduced to AI in ways that are causing a lot of anxiety. And really, we're looking at what is the future impact in key areas such as healthcare, interaction with our financial institutions, or even the concept of self-driving cars, just to name a few things. What's the real deal on AI's potential influence on our everyday lives?
It's already there. It is already there. Every time, like, how many people are like waking up in the morning and they're in their social media feed? Like, I mean, at least half, if not everybody, right? Y'all tell the truth. So those are the most influential algorithms in our lives today. Also, those algorithms are being used in really terrible ways to manipulate people.
Yes.
You know, I do want to mention this one because we have an audience of Black women, and this is something that has not been talked about a lot. But there's a concept of sexportation. Has anyone heard of that? Yes. Some people have. Now, this is when people are using these algorithms and using these social media tools, or maybe even testing tools to socially engineer people, and sometimes they're creating AI-generated pornographic material of people and threatening to send it around.
Yes.
So there are a lot of young girls, Black girls, that are being sextorted and they don't know who to talk to. They don't know how to rescue themselves. So a lot of these tools are creating real anxieties. And the only way to calm social media, even if you don't think it's AI related, bring it into the light.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I know that was a new term for some, but some of us have experienced that with people that you know. I know I have. So thank you for sharing that. And knowing that they literally are taking your face and putting it on putting different bodies and sending it and saying, hey, this is you. And I'm going to send it to your boss and send it to your family or to post it publicly. And it looks like you doing all kinds of things. So that is a very real concern. So thank you for sharing that and shedding light on that. And I agree, we do need to put voice to that. We do need to put words to that. We do need to help people figure out how to navigate that because that is so very important. So thank you for that. Now let's be real. I know you mentioned earlier that you can't outsource inner work, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. But one of the biggest questions surrounding AI is whether it can possess consciousness or get into your mind and your emotions. What is your expert opinion on AI's capabilities in the areas of empathy, self-awareness, and other things?
It has none. It absolutely has none. AI is not sentient. AI can mimic us. It is not alive. It is ones and zeros. It is digital. And that's actually why I started about, hey, I am intelligence. We say, I am intelligent. We are collective intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a tool. It's like a rake. It's like a shovel. It's not alive. It has the ability to mimic us very well. It can manipulate us, just like a person who is a narcissist and lacks empathy, right? Those are the best manipulators. People without empathy, the best manipulators. And what do they use to manipulate us? Our empathy.
Your empathy, exactly.
Right? So AI has no empathy, it has no consciousness, but it can very well appear to have that. And so a lot of people are using AI as their own digital friends. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Over the last year, people used to hit me up all the time. If they had an idea, if they had a business idea, first thing to call me up in the morning, text me, hey, I need to talk to you about this all the time. It was great, because I love, helping people at those early stages. That's the easiest part to help them, right? My phone doesn't ring as much, because people are going and having these conversations with AI first, right? So now I'm not saying don't have the conversations with AI. I'm just saying keep having the conversations with the real people.
That is huge. That is huge. And thank you for sharing that. That actually goes into the next question. And we hear all the time that computers will replace us in a day. And we see it happening in stores, on customer service calls, and even in the automation of things in restaurants. We see it already. Well, AI take our jobs or eliminate jobs.
What y'all think? Yeah, because we're already seeing it, right? We're already seeing it. Absolutely, it will take jobs. Just like the steam engine took jobs, just like the mass production factories took jobs, just like outsourcing to India, China, etc. took jobs, AI will also take jobs. That being said, it is up to us to, I love the presentation that happened earlier about the economic independence and finance and all the business ideas. We don't even want jobs. I mean, come on, I don't want no dang job.
You preach.
I want to do what I want to do.
You preach.
So I'm saying, like, we should be looking for ways to do the work that is meaningful to us.
That's good.
And that's technology needs to help us. We should use it to help us do that meaningful work.
So how do we then?
So if you are someone who has been allowed your second act, let it be empowering to you.
Yes.
You have a head start on everybody else who's going to lose their jobs in the next wave. And if a lot of y'all back in the days when y'all were in your like career development class or something, and they would say, go to the Bureau of Statistics and look up the labor statistics, right? Well, Gallup has released a report called the Careers of the Future Index, and it indexes all the jobs and tells you the likelihood of AI to replace those jobs and the resistance that role has to be replaced by AI. So we should all be looking at that and using that information to help us plan, to help each other plan. You know somebody who, you know what, I know this person and they're in this field, like this is something we should all be talking about, right? And working together on solving. So there's data out there that we can use to be empowered. There are predictions out there, but nothing stands against human ingenuity. Like nothing stands against your ideas. You're going to come up with ideas that are better than anything somebody has made in a report. I mean, look at what we have done to entertainment in this country. Look at our music, right? Look at our style, okay? Like, I bought this in the vendors. Go get one. So, we have to really remember how powerful that is.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I certainly have enjoyed my time with you in this conversation, and I know that our members certainly have questions. So do you mind taking a few questions from the audience? All right, she's excited about it.
Don't be shy. I used to be shy.
NCW scholars, if you have any questions, please make yourself to the microphone in the middle. It is very difficult to see the one over on that side, so I may not see you. If you wave your hand, maybe we can, but if this one in the middle is definitely we can see this one.
I know there's somebody in here that's like, ooh, I don't want to get up.
Oh, I see someone.
I don't want to get up.
Hello.
Alright, this is some phenomenal information that I'm a researcher on the economic empowerment chapter in San Francisco chapter. So I wanted to know, because this conversation about the data that goes in, and we know that for every business statistics we're at the bottom and the vast statistics we're at the top.
CDW boss and said, like, listen, these are things that we're working on. I actually built a generative wealth box